What's going on, guys, and welcome to the Core Set 2019 box opening for the It Resolves channel. As always, this is sponsored by our good friends over at Grand Slam Comics and Collectibles. If you have not checked them out, their link for their Facebook page is down below. They are absolutely fantastic. They've done a lot for us, not only with this box opening, but plenty of others, as well as obviously sponsoring the Crack-A-Pack on the podcast episodes. So we cannot be more excited to be working with them. Definitely check them out. They do have a tournament going on actually tomorrow. So if you're interested in playing some Standard, I would highly suggest coming over to Grand Slam and actually hanging out with them. They've renovated the entire store. It looks actually really, really good. And so if you're interested, come hang out. I'm going to try to be there. We may be recording a versus video, but my goal is to come hang out and just see if I can have some fun with some Standard, which is not something I very often do. So definitely excited, though. Check them out. If you are excited about this set, which you definitely should be, then hopefully you'll stick around and enjoy this video. Go through very quickly these uncommons, and our first rare is an Isolate. I really actually love this set. I think it's, for a core set, really quite good. Normally, core sets aren't necessarily up my alley. There's usually a few cards that I'm interested in, but overall, it's just kind of, it's an intro set, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I think they've had their place in the past, and I really appreciate that we've had them. Esareth the Awakener. I really appreciate that we've had them. It's just, generally speaking, they're not really targeting players who have been around for a little while, aside from, again, just a few kind of one-off cards. In this set, however, there's actually quite a few that are really pretty good. I'm actually excited to say I really like a lot of the cards in this set. Sigiled Sword of Valeron, and a foil Arcane Encyclopedia. There's actually quite a few cards that I enjoy, so to go over them kind of briefly, of course there's the Planeswalker cycle. Really excited for some of the Planeswalkers. I think the new Ajani is quite good. Tezzeret seems pretty sweet. Nicol Bolas is interesting. It's the first flip Nicol Bolas that we've had, a Dragon's Horde. And so I'm kind of excited to see how that pans out. And speaking of Nicol Bolas, the full Elder Dragon cycle is really, really cool. Some people are already building some really sweet decks off of them for Commander, so I'm actually really excited about that. A Magistrate's Scepter and a foiled Tranquil Expanse. It's really pretty, actually. So there's really a lot to be excited for in this set. Reprints are actually really, really at a premium in this set. So Crucible of Worlds is very high up there on my list of exciting cards. Omniscience, of course, is absolutely fantastic. As well as there was one other card, and I always forget it. But there's quite a few that are actually pretty. Oh, Scapeshift. Duh, guys, Scapeshift's back. And so I'm actually really, really excited about this set. This is my first opening, so it's pretty exciting, I think. So, and here we go, our first Planeswalker, Vivien Reid. This is not the most exciting Planeswalker in my opinion, but still, it's fun to open them. And something that I really like about core sets is generally they have, 4 or 5 Planeswalkers in them, so not that you're guaranteed to get one every time, but it just kind of feels nice to open them. So pretty excited about that. And a second mythic, Resplendent Angel. So something I wanted to talk about a little bit because it's kind of come up recently out of the blue a little bit, I suppose. And it's something we talked about on the podcast episode and that I talked about in yesterday's weekly ramble. If you'd like to, go check those out for sure. But an Alpine Moon is our rare. But basically, oops, there we go. We want to start kind of involving some community members a little bit more. We've actually had a lot of people on Instagram come to us and say, hey, is there any way that we can participate and do something for It Resolves? Which, first of all, is very humbling. Dismissive Pyromancer, by the way. First of all, is very humbling. It's something that, we did not expect people to want to help quite so much. But we've actually had some people directly message us and say, hey, what can we do? And so something we're looking into and actually in the testing phases of right now, Open the Graves is our rare. And a foiled Trusty Pack Beast, excuse me. is actually getting people to kind of call in and participate in some of these podcast episodes that we do once a week. And I think the way we're going to try and handle it is to sort of go out to certain people, get a schedule lined up maybe a month in advance. And there is our second Planeswalker, Liliana, untouched by death. Fantastic. I actually really like the Liliana as well. And give them some time to prepare, give us some time to prepare, and then sort of do some test runs and see how fun it is, first of all, how interesting it is, because obviously the goal is to bring a new perspective to whatever the topic might be. Spitflame and a foil Mentor of the Meek. Fantastic. So we really want to get some community perspective and just kind of hang out and talk with some people. And so we're kind of developing a short list of people who have said that they're interested, people that actually want to be a part of the podcast. Metamorphic Alteration. So what I wanted to do is sort of extend an invite to all of you to say, if you're interested, by all means, just let us know. You can either comment down below and we can get in touch with you, or Liliana's Contract is our rare, and a foil Uncomfortable Chill. Or you can email us directly at it.resolves.mtg@gmail.com. If you do that, just give us your information and what kind of topics you're actually really confident in talking about. We actually talked to a few people about, specifically we talked to Andrew, actually, our good friend Andrew. Psi Master Thopterist is our rare. He actually has some really interesting opinions on, in particular, proxied cards. And it's something that we never really have sat down and talked about because it just wasn't something that we ever really looked into, to be honest. Valiant Knight. And so we thought it would be fun to talk with him about doing an episode, so it may be that he is going to jump in and kick us off with something like that, just to sort of see how things go and play things out a little bit. He obviously is a friend of ours. Supreme Phantom. I love this card. He's obviously a friend of ours, so first of all, it makes it a little bit easier of a segue into something like this. But after we do the episode with Andrew, we really want to branch out and talk to some people that we don't get to talk to very often. Thorn Lieutenant is our rare. And just to get other people's perspectives. So if you have a topic that you're particularly passionate about, by all means, just give us a quick shout out in either the comment section or just email us directly, and we'll do our best to acknowledge that. Mystic Archaeologist is our rare. And that way we can actually set something up. I think it would be a lot of fun. We've said from the very beginning of It Resolves that we want to be able to give back to the community and open the discussion to the community a little bit more if it's possible. Elvish Clan Caller. And so our way of doing that is to actually one-on-one have discussions with people. And I think it's something that people are very interested to see as well. And so I'm really excited about that. Hopefully it's something we can get started very, very soon. But we will obviously see. There we go, Gigantosaurus. The rare everybody wants, right? That card's amazing. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with that. Again, comment below, send us an email, message us somewhere. And that way we can work out some details as to how that's going to work. The other thing I wanted to mention, Infernal Reckoning is our rare there, and a foil Plains. Got a lot of foils, it seems like. The other thing I wanted to mention is posters. So if you've checked out our Instagram at all recently, you've probably seen us post a couple posters that we've been working on. Andrew, again, has been hugely important in getting these working out. Palaka Worm, by the way, is our rare. Getting these printed and actually set up so that we can help sell these and get these out there. Excuse me. And so, huge shout out to him once again, but we are actually... Oops, wrong pile. Sorry, guys. But we are actually at the point now where we can start selling them. Lena Selfless Champion is our rare. And so if anybody is interested, we've got 4 that are released as of the timing of this video. So we've got 1 for Amonkhet. I believe that was the first one that I did. Dark Dweller Oracle is our rare. We also have 1 which seems to be the most popular, which is for Mirrodin. I really, really am proud of that one. I think it's fantastic. And then we have 2 for Ravnica. original Ravnica specifically. We do not have any for Return to Ravnica or Graveyard Marshal, by the way. Return to Ravnica, which is in the cards. We've got some ideas for it for sure, but we're not quite there yet. So in the works right this second, we do have a Amulet of Safekeeping, by the way. We do have one for Kaladesh, which I'm actually really excited about. I sort of took some time after making the first few and just kind of set it aside a little bit and didn't worry about it, but I did start one for Kaladesh, and so it is in the works. It's something I'm really excited about to actually get out there. Sarkhan's Unsealing, by the way, and our foil is a Trumpet Blast. It's something I'm really excited about, and so it seems like you guys have really enjoyed these so far. I'm going to do my best to get the Kaladesh one out this weekend, if possible. That way, not only is it something people have been asking for, but I think it will be a popular one. Vivian's Invocation. So that's kind of the plan. We have two different price points based on what you would like. So we finally settled, we have two different backings. One is Foam Core, which is a little bit less sturdy, but still quite good, sitting at $30 if you'd be interested in that. Patient Rebuilding, by the way, is our rare. And then we have a full wood frame for $40. It's a little bit more sturdy. It looks a little bit more professional, in my opinion. But obviously, both are there for you if you are interested in purchasing one. There we go. We finally got an Elder Dragon. Palladia Moors, the Ruiner. Great card. I love this. And then a foil Divination. So if you're interested, just let us know, and we'll be accepting payment via PayPal. So all you have to have is really just our email, and we can set up the rest for you. So it's really easy. Hopefully it's really fun. And here we go. Another Mythic, Sarkhan Fireblood. Actually, I like that Sarkhan as well. Herald of Faith is a foil for us. Only the last, looks like 3 packs here, so hopefully we get something interesting. This box has not been amazing, but we have actually gotten a few Planeswalkers, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Let's see. A Windreader Sphinx is our rare. Oh, a Johnny token, or emblem, excuse me. Second to last pack. Let's hope we get something good. Let's see. There we go. Chromium. I love this card. The Mutable. This is fantastic. I believe... Is this the one? No, I don't believe it is. There's one that I am really excited about, and I can't remember which it was, but it's basically really good for wall tribal. It's insanely awesome, so hopefully we will get that at some point. Let's see. Our final rare is Djinn of Wishes. This is a reprint. This is kind of a classic card in some ways. Anyway, our mythics here, we've gotten, let's see, 3 Planeswalkers. Liliana, Vivian Reed, and Sarkhan, and then 2 of the Elder Dragons in Chromium and Palladia, and then a Resplendent Angel. So not bad, definitely not bad. I would have liked to have seen like a Nicol Bolas or something, but I am stoked that we got 2 of the 5 Elder Dragons and 3 of the Planeswalkers. It's actually pretty good. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you again to Grand Slam for sponsoring this video. Again, please check their Facebook out in the description down below. But with that, I am going to get out of here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video.